now for the ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. We begin with today's top story, the manhunt for the gunman who killed conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
I want to make it crystal clear right now to whoever did this, we will find you. That we still have the death penalty here in the state of Utah.
As of early this morning, authorities still have not identified any suspects. The FBI is working with state and local police on the search for what they're calling a, quote, person of interest. Kirk was shot and killed at Utah Valley University yesterday. It was the first stop on his The American Comeback tour. He was answering questions actually about gun violence when a single shot hit his neck. And we've cut off the moment where you hear the gunshot.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Yeah, Utah's public safety commissioner says the, quote, only information they have on the shooter was taken from CCTV on campus. The person was dressed in all dark clothing. Authorities said the person fired once from a nearby roof. You see it there. It was a crowded scene. Thousands watched on as Kirk was hit in the neck.
I was 15 feet away and it was really hard to witness. As the guy said shooting or shooters or something like that, you just hear the gunshot and I'm sorry, you just see his neck just like open up and there's just like so much blood that just came out. It was horrible.
You can just hear the emotion in her voice. The Utah Department of Public Safety initially took 2 people into custody, but later released them. A motive for the shooting remains unclear, but Utah Republican Governor Spencer Cox called it a political assassination. The FBI now appealing for tips. And vigils spread out across the state of Utah last night from the hospital where Kirk was taken to the state capitol. President Trump also ordered flags around the country to be flown at half staff. Kirk, of course, a conservative commentator who founded Turning Point USA when he was just 18. He was known for reaching out to young conservative voters and holding large debates on college campuses like the one yesterday. He was outspoken in his beliefs, saying abortion should be illegal. He was also against most forms of immigration and opposed COVID pandemic restrictions.
Kirk even made a mark here, speaking at UC San Diego this past May. As tributes poured in yesterday, ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo spoke with young Republicans about Kirk's legacy, which they plan to carry forward.
Kirk was popular among young conservative voters. The college talks and visits, like the one he held Wednesday, happened regularly during the school year. The people I spoke with say they are still in shock.
Counting or not counting gang
I was stunned. No words. I had no words. There's nothing to describe what has happened.
Disbelief after yet another act of political violence in the U.S. Young conservatives reacting to the death of Charlie Kirk.
My friend told me actually, it was like, there's no way you're joking right now. So, and then I saw a video and it's just horrific.
Kirk, known in part for his college campus tours, welcoming political debate. He was the founder of Turning Point USA, a conservative political organization focused on motivating young people. San Diego State and UC San Diego both have chapters. In May, Kirk hosted one of his talks at UCSD, taking questions about things like affirmative action, illegal immigration, and abortion. Those who knew and supported him hope these college debates will continue.
I think the one thing that we would like to carry on with his legacy is the idea that we can continue to have this conversation, continue to have these discussions on college campuses specifically.
State and local politicians across the aisle also reacted to Kirk's death. Governor Gavin Newsom calling the attack on Kirk disgusting, vile, and reprehensible. Rep. Juan Vargas saying political violence has no place in our country and is never acceptable. Congressman Mike Levin saying we must lower the anger and hate poisoning our politics and resolve differences peacefully and with basic respect. Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
A heavy day yesterday in Colorado. 2 students were shot at school Wednesday. That shooting took place less than an hour after Kirk was shot. This happened at Evergreen High School. The sheriff's office says a student brought a revolver to school and shot 2 of his classmates. The gun was fired inside and outside the school. Ring camera video shows terrified kids running from the campus. They were scrambling to find safety at a nearby home. Others stuck inside described the moment the shooting began.
I was scared and I felt like sick because I was worried. There was a message over the intercom and they basically just said that they were going into lockdown.
Police say the shooter died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. One victim is in critical condition. The other suffered non-life-threatening injuries, currently stable right now, according to hospital officials. According to multiple databases, yesterday's violence marked the 46th and 47th shootings at U.S. schools this year.
Now, Wednesday may very well be one of those days where you remember where you were for a long time. Today marks another. It's been 24 years since the September 11th terror attacks. As our nation mourns, people who lived through it say the attack still feels like yesterday.
I kind of look back, I can see out the windows and it's raining paper. Every day that I'm alive is an extra day.
More than 2,900 people died in those attacks at crash sites in New York, the Pentagon, and Pennsylvania. The names of each of those victims will be read aloud at Ground Zero this morning. Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife will attend that ceremony. President Trump is a New York native. He's scheduled to commemorate the day at the Pentagon. He'll then head to New York and attend a Yankees game this evening.
And never forget, and that is your ABC 10 News Streamline, everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.